Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've been on this channel, but I finally got some internet and I can get out there. And are we like right on time? Because there's some really crazy things going on and I have a lot of stories to tell you. And I think you guys might want to listen up to this. As you know, I get prophetic visions. I am an oracle, and I do I get a lot of downloads and prophetic visions that do come true in the future. And it just so happens I had one about the solar eclipse, and I want to get in and share that, guys, with you. So welcome in, grab a drinkity drink, a snackety snack, sit down, get comfortable, because you're not going to want to miss this. I got some really good information that you're going to want to hear. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So I don't even know where to start. I've got all my notes here. So I already did this, but I've lost the footage, and I have to redo this. And I've already pulled the cards like after I had made the message, and it was so perfect. And so I just go ahead and left the cards, and I'm just going to have to redo this. Okay. But we'll do that in the end. But guys, check this out. Okay, this is some really crazy stuff right here. And it's not to scare anybody. It's just to give you guys a heads up of what's really going on. All right. So as you know, on April 8th, 2024, we have a solar eclipse, a totality of a solar eclipse coming through across America. And this one is sticking out more than the others, and I'm going to tell you why. And I do have a prophetic vision that came in years ago, and I wasn't quite sure what it was all about, and now I know exactly what it was about. And that's usually what happens with my prophetic visions, is that I have them, I scribe them, I write them down, and then they become true. I'm actually even writing a book about that as we speak. So, because it just really shows that, you know, we are connected to spirit, and spirit tries to talk with us and give us forewarnings about some things. Okay. So, you know, and I've created this channel to help uplift people, you know, help them heal and give them words from spirit, encouraging, uplifting words to let them know they're not alone, you know, and connect them to source. So this is what this channel is all about anyways. But there's just been so many crazy things going on, and I just felt like I wanted to jump on the channel and let you guys know. Let me just put these behind my ears. I feel like they're dagging in my face. So, okay, guys, let's just jump into it, because like I'm just like, there's so much going on. But oh, and I'm Sunni, by the way. I don't know if you guys, you know, I haven't been on too many times because of the whole internet thing or whatever, but it's good. I've got Starlink now, and it's given me some more power. I live out in the woods, and it's just, I didn't have availability to Xfinity and all that stuff. So, but we're good now. We're good. So now I can tell you guys what's going on out there in those cosmos and how it's affecting you, and I can give you your channeled messages and readings and all that. Okay. But let's just get into it. So, as you know, the total solar eclipse is, we always have solar eclipse, but this one is kind of an eye awakener, and I want to get into it. That's going to happen on April 8th, 2024. Okay. So 7 years ago, we had a solar eclipse that came through America like this. It made a straight line through America. Okay. Going one way. And there's this other solar eclipse that's coming in 7 years later, which is on April 8th, is going the opposite way. So it's going to create an X, okay, right over America. The one went over this way, and now this new one is coming over this way. Now, on August 21st, 2017, the first one that went this way went through 7 cities called Salem. Okay. So all these different states all had a city named Salem, and it went through all 7 cities named Salem. And Salem from the Bible is talking about peace. So that was 7 years ago. And now our new solar eclipse that's coming through is going to cross its path and make a perfect X. And when it does that, it's going through another 7 cities called Nevaeh. Okay. So first we had 7 cities of Salem. Now we have the 7 cities of Nevaeh that is crossing through, and that's 7 years later. So that's 777. In the middle, like right here, in the middle where it crosses the access point, it's going to go through a city called Rapture. Okay? Now, so in the middle, that's where it would be going through Rapture. So that's kind of an eye-awakener, right? Right. But get this. The prophetic vision that I had, I think I even tried to write it down. Okay. This happened. They came in like 2 different parts. Like one of them was a couple years ago. And then, and then like, I don't know, a couple months later, the other one came in. And it's taken me until like 2 weeks ago to put all this information together to make sense of it, right? Okay. So the first prophetic vision I had was out on my ranch, you know, and you know, these are multi-dimensionals. It's kind of like you're astral walking, you're having a prophetic dream, a prophetic vision, okay? It's like mediumship. And what they took me to was a piece of property on my ranch, and there was a black train just steady going across the land. And this black train was like no ordinary black train. It was kind of scary, and it was fast moving, and it had like an omen about it, like a spirit, you know, like a kind of a scary spirit. Like, whoa, what kind of black train is that? And it was flush on the ground. It didn't come from up high, it didn't come from below. It was straight across the ground, right? And I just remember saying like, well, what is this black train about? And they told me something about lost souls, that this train, the conductor collects lost souls. Okay. And I'm like, well, that kind of adds up with the energy, right? So I was like, okay, I don't really know what that's about until, I don't know, about 2 weeks later or something around that, I had another prophetic dream in the same area. This time, on the opposite direction, there was a horse chariot. Now this, I swear guys, this is the truth. This is so real. So pay attention. There was a horse chariot with 2 white horses coming from above. And they were coming straight down over the same piece of land. And it was, again, a chariot with 2 white horses, and there was like an angel warrior looking guy behind there, and I could hear when the horse's hooves touched the land, it was very powerful, it was very loud and fast moving. And you know, they say when you're from a higher dimension, it's very fast moving. The vibrational energy, the frequency is very fast and high moving. So when this energy came across, like I could feel like the amplification of the energy, and these horses' hooves touched the ground, made a swoop down, kind of like a Santa sleigh, and it was just, I could hear the hooves running fast, and then it touched the ground, it crossed paths with that train, because the train came in this way, they came in from this way, and it made exactly this crossing this path, right? But when I looked behind me, I'm like, well, where did they go? I looked behind me and I could see the chariot going back up to the heavens, and there was like castles, like it was returning to, like castles in the sky. And I was like, okay, well, I already know where that chariot is coming from, because it had like the omen, like it had like a heavenly warrior angelic type of frequency, right? So when I woke up from that prophecy or whatever, I was like, okay, this is really crazy. And when I compared it to the other one, I said, well, this one came this way and that one came that way. They made an X. They made a cross. They crossed paths. And I'm like, and I still didn't understand what that meant. I had no idea what that meant. I didn't know about the solar eclipse that was coming in as of yet. And so I kept thinking about it or whatever. And then like one night I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, let me get a pen and let me show you. I was like, trying to remember how they came in. And I was like, there's something in the middle. I got up. This is months ago. I finally was like, okay, they're telling me there's something in the middle. I was like, so the horses came in this way. Let me see. The horses came in this way. And then the train came this way. And I circled this in the middle. And then I threw it on my altar. And I went back to bed. And I was like, there's something in the middle. And I had no idea, like, what it was. And I'm like, that's weird. But I was like, when they crossed paths, it meant something. And I'm like, what does that mean? Well, now that we have the current information about the solar eclipse and what it's trying to say, it adds up perfectly with the two prophetic dreams I had because they were in the exact same place. So, if anything, it's a serious warning, okay? Because all the priests, all the, astrologers, everybody that's in this field or in the spiritual communities that do this on a regular basis, they all know something is very significant and important about this this particular transit, this solar eclipse transit. Okay, there's something different about it, and I'm here to tell you, I'm backing that up with the two prophecies that I had. That was the rapture was in the middle, is what they were telling me. So just wanted to throw it out there to you guys because it's a word of God. It's a warning about, Christ is coming soon. I also have many other stories about my prophetic visions about Christ coming back. I've seen them. They've been warning me. So I made a channel so I could jump on here to tell everybody. I'm writing a book. I'm trying to get it published. So there's just so much that I have available that I need to tell everybody because, I'm an oracle. I get this information. I work with spirit. I see it all the time. I know exactly what's going on between these two energies. Between these two energies. This is my prophetic dream. This is exactly the same thing. What they were saying. The perfect X. With let me just write this down so you can see it. So when I explained that story to you guys, that's exactly what they were saying. One went this way through 7 cities of Salem in 2017. One's coming the opposite direction in 2024 through 7 cities in Nevaeh, 7 years apart, 777, which we all know is a very spiritual number, right? It's a highly spiritual number. And in the middle, when it crossed, it went through rapture. So this is the story of this one. And this was my prophetic dream. Does that look the exact same? Like, I'm not lying. I swear to you. This is why I'm like, I had to jump on and tell you guys about this. It is the exact same message. And, I have witnesses, like my friends, my best friends, like my close ones, like they have literally seen me in action, tell them things. I'm like, I had a dream about this, or I went into a vision and I would talk about it. And then they were with me when it came true. Freak them out. I was like, don't freak out. This is just what happens, So anyways, I'm putting everything in a book so people can, you know, and they're funny stories. They really are. But this one, this one's not really funny. This one is really serious. And what it is, guys, is a warning. So we're good there. I guess you guys understand what I'm trying to say. But it's a warning. It's a warning that God is coming. God is here, but he's always been here, but Christ is coming soon. There's going to be a big shift, and everybody needs to start healing themselves. And, you know, it's not going to end on April 8th or before. Okay. And I hope you guys had a really good Easter and things like that, you know, and spend some time with the Lord, you know, and your family and things like that. And, you know, we still have time to prepare for the shift and for, you know, the return of, you know, heaven onto earth, and us making a big shift, okay, in consciousness, okay. But there is going to be a really big spiritual awakening with people, and it's just that he wants everybody to know it, to have that things are coming. Things are happening, and he wants you to heal. So, solar eclipse. Okay. Like I said, I already pulled cards because I already did this and I lost the video, and the cards that came out that I pulled live were like perfect. And I was like, oh, you know what I mean? I'll just tell them what came out, okay? And the solar eclipse did come out. This is my personal oracle that I write. And this is called the warning, the harbinger, something that is indicative of what will happen. And it says here, you will reap 3 times what you sow. So go forward with a clear purpose, potential for opportunity. An opportunity for you guys to heal yourself and, you know, get your house in order, which is you. And in astrology, it's like a house, and the personal planets represent, you know, who you are, what makes you up. Okay. And so it's like everything, who you are, what you believe, what you've been through. It's just time to put yourself together, okay, and connect it to Christ, okay, and just take the time to heal and know yourself, okay, and then spend time with Spirit and listen for what they need to say to you, because I promise you, if you take some time to listen, you're going to hear God speak to you and tell you what's going on. So, I pulled the Akashic record. I pulled the Akashic Tarot. I can't even talk, guys. This energy is like so big, and there's so much to tell you guys. Like, and I'm so sincere about it because it's just big energy. Okay, so I pulled from the Akashic Tarot. Okay, the Akashic records in the universe, in the higher realms, hold information of what has always been, what will always be, and what has happened, okay, and what is in the present, okay. It's a library of all that is and all that will be, okay. So I pulled the Akashic Tarot, I laid it down, and then I clarified each one. And I kid you not, what came out. So first of all, Archangel Michael came out, okay, and he is leading this message, okay, and then I clarified it with the 2 of Wands. Ooh, close up, hello. The 2 of Wands. And so prepping, this is all about prepping and preparing, okay, with your world, okay. So it's like Archangel Michael has the world in his hands, and he's leading you, as he's guiding you, as he wants you guys to prep and plan along with him, okay. So you're side by side with Archangel Michael, and he wants to know you're safe, you're loved, and you're protected. But there is a lot of prepping and getting ready for some major changes that are coming in. And if you guys are my spiritual group, you guys have already felt the energy. You've already had the nudges from Spirit. You know, you've already been doing the work, you know, trying to heal yourselves, okay? But there's just something extra that's coming in, and he wants you guys to be prepared. Archangel Michael and the rest of the angels and Jesus and everybody in the higher realms, okay? Your heavenly connections, The whole divine want you to be preparing and be prepared for what is to come. Okay? So, again, I did that months ago. I had this on a little piece of paper and I threw it away because I didn't even know like that the solar eclipse was coming in. But it doesn't matter because, you know, it's here. Months later, I found out that that's what the X would, I said there was something in the middle, you know? So anyways, moving on. What came out next? Okay. So the Akashic Library came out, okay? So and these are major arcanas. Okay, so these are like major arcana, major life pivotal points. So the Akashic record, the Akashic Library, meaning that it's the record of everything that's going to happen and what will happen. The Fool came out, the new beginning, okay, the new start came out with the Akashic Library. There's something new coming in. Okay, new energy that the solar eclipse is bringing in. And what is that? A wake-up call. The next thing that came out was the lightning bolt with the Judgment card in reverse. Yo, like in reverse. So, warning. Like, look, warning. That means warning. I don't know if it's backwards, but it shows that backwards on my screen. But solar eclipse is a warning. Warning. Okay, the Judgment card is upright, is about awakening. You have Gabriel, the divine archangel, the messenger, waking up, resurrecting. This is about resurrecting, okay, of the dead, okay? And it could be a awakening call, like a spiritual awakening, like when God calls you to wake up. People are going through spiritual awakening. In reverse, this is talking about people who are not awakened yet. They're still roaming like lost, okay? And they haven't awakened to their true calling. They haven't awakened to spirit, you know, they're lost, they're, you know. So this lightning bolt is talking about how something significant is going to happen, like the tower moment, something big, a big boom, bada bing is going to happen. And it's going to shock a lot of people because they are not expecting this. And that's why, you know, I'm trying to give out the warning that there's a new start with the Akashic, okay, with the higher realms onto the earthly plane. A warning, a solar eclipse, like, and it's not like any other. So this is real, and this came out together. This clarified this in reverse. All the other cards came out right. This one came in reverse. So what this is talking about is how there's going to be a very, very big pivotal moment. There's going to be a lightning bolt that shocks everybody, especially for the people who are not awakened yet, okay? So a big shit moment for a lot of people, okay? And then another card that came out to clarify that was this Temperance card, the angel of balance and healing, okay, to transmute all negative energy. And then another card that came out of that from my oracle was do your shadow work. Healing is needed. Ask your angels to guide you. And look what clarified that with that. The angel card of healing. Ask your angels to guide you. Like, I shit you not. Like, if you would have saw me pull them live, you would have been like, oh my God. And that's why I was so mad that I had to remake this video, because they were so perfect. I was like, they're not going to come out like that again. I mean, because there's a lot of cards on the table. But it doesn't matter. If you resonate with this message, then you'll understand what they're trying to say to you. Because, like, the Judgment in reverse, and then the healing angel came out with the ask your angels to help you heal and do your shadow work, and you know, so you can start being prepared. I mean, Archangel is leading you, Gabriel's leading you, all the angels are working with you. So because we have a new start coming in with like cosmic energy, a big shift for humanity, a fated meeting came out. Look at this. And the card that clarified that was the Wheel of Fortune, which is destiny itself, which is a fating meeting itself. I mean, like, look. I was like, you just can't make this up. And there's another bomb I'm getting ready to jump on you, drop on you. So a fated meeting with this and with this and with big energy, okay? And so a lot of you are going to have a fated meeting with your destiny after you do the healing and the work that, you know, your guides and angels are asking you to do. After this shift and you make that change with consciousness and you get back right with, you know, your life in the Lord, and the heavens above you, your destiny is going to start coming in a lot better. Like the more you get into alignment, the things are going to start coming in for you. Okay. It's destined. You guys are going to meet your destiny here. So because of that and everything else, we have the Buddha prepares. So because of all this information that's coming in, the Buddha prepares by setting the course. So yeah, so set your course, how you want to work with this energy, what it means to you, and start preparing. Because look, the two worlds are coming out. That's the Ace of Swords, which is victory and truth, came out with the two worlds. Like the two worlds that are coming down together is the truth. And this also came out with the Queen of Keys, meaning somebody is going to bring you this information. Which, so if you guys already know about this, somebody brought you this information, you know, I'm bringing it to you. You're going to get the information you need to move up, okay, to have initiation with spirit, to like level up, to upgrade. This information is going to help you prevail and, you know, give you the knowledge and the wisdom that you need. And then last, look what came out. Oh, one more thing did come out. The on track was in reverse. So if you guys have been off track, like this is a time to set your course and start preparing, okay, by following Archangel, your angel's leads. Archangel Michael, okay, he wants you to follow him. He wants you to set your course and prepare, because a lot of people have been quote unquote off track. Well, that's on track, but it was in reverse. Okay, so set your course and start preparing and connect with and do your shadow work. Start healing. Connect with Archangel Michael, because judgment is calling. Now this is cool. What just happened? The other one came out, the light of the world. And I shit you not, from my oracle deck, guess what clarified that? The light of the world oracle. I wish you could have seen that live. It says, I am the light of the world. So if you follow me, you won't be stumbling through the darkness, for living light will flood your path. Love, Jesus. I am the light of the world. Those came out together, clarifying the light of the world from another oracle deck and from another oracle deck. I am the light of the world. So if you follow me, you won't be stumbling through the darkness, for living light will flood your path. Love, Jesus. I mean, how cool was that? Okay, so we're in 30 minutes, but I got to tell you guys, that doesn't end there. So this is another thing that happened. I went through another prophetic vision after this. Guys, I'm like, you know, I was kind of, I know it's a little much, but this is what happened. I went into another prophetic vision after all of this went down. As if that's not mind-blowing enough. It gets even deeper. I went in a trance. I went into another dimension. I felt like I was being led by an angel. And they took me into a prophetic vision where I was like traveling through the astral, and I was in another realm, okay, because I am a medium as well. So I went through another realm, and I saw this. It wasn't scary. It was just like a lower dimension, and it had like, I don't know, like dirt roads. It had like mountains, rock mountains, and dirt roads. And there was a line of people walking up the middle of the path. They were all in a line. And they were, they looked like us. They were humans, and they had like cloaks and clothes on, okay? But they were all walking towards the end of the path in a line. And I don't know if you guys ever seen the Gods of Egypt. But at the end, like there was a girl that died, and she went to the underworld, and they had to go to judgment, right? That's what it looked like. Except for there wasn't anybody trying to collect any gold for the afterlife or anything like that. Okay. The only thing I saw was when they were all in the line, I noticed that there was an ending to that realm. And when the person got to the end of that realm, they were standing in front of the cosmos. Like the cliff would fall off, and it was another dimension, and it was big cosmos. It was all black, and different energies going through it. I was like, whoa, that's a portal. That's another dimension. And I was like, so as I'm trying to I'm watching all this, like wondering what's going on, a nebula, like a cosmic nebula with like an eye in the middle of it. And then it dawned on me. I'm like, holy crap, that's God. That's the higher forces. That's God. They're going to be facing God, And so I said, wow, that's what they're showing me. Is that as these people come walking up, as they get to the very end, they're going to be going into another dimension, because I think these souls had already passed over, and they were going to go into wherever God was going to send them, but they were coming face to face with a higher power. And it looked like a big nebula with an eye in the middle of it. And I was like, oh my God, I think that's judgment. I think that's them facing God face to face. But there was no dark, scary, intimidating energy about it. Like it just was, you know what I mean? And I didn't get anything terrible. I think everybody was peaceful. I think everybody was just waiting to see, what they could work out with the higher forces, with God, So that came through. And then when I was done looking at all of that, the whole vision, the angel took me into the purple violet flame. Everything went up in flames. And ended, like, I guess I would call it the show that they took me through. It was the whole violet flame. It went all the way up. And I was like, wow. So we golfed up with the white, or the violet flame. And the violet flame is about the divine healing and, the phoenix rising, the rebirth, the healing, and to return to the Holy Spirit, when you heal yourself, when you return back to, your spirituality, when you heal yourself with the divine, okay, the white, the violet flame. Okay, so that was a message to heal yourself. And again, this came in right after I had, figured out the whole solar eclipse message and those prophetic dreams. 2 days later, after that, I went on YouTube because there's some readers that I like to listen to. And a lot of these other people see oracles and, psychics and healers and, light workers, star seeds. They're all getting the same message. They are, because God's using them to spread the message, right? So 2 days later, I saw a guy post about these prophetic visions and stuff. He had the same picture, like the same thing I saw. He had already somehow designed it on the computer and put it up as a thumbnail on YouTube. Like, yeah, it was the same thing that I just showed 2 days later. And, you know, my friends will tell you, like, I'll get the visions and I'll get the, I scribe. All I do is write, and I date and I time everything. And, you know, and I told you when I did that. And when I find out it comes true, I go back and record it. And so, again, that's another message. And then about four more prophetic dreams came, or situations came in. Not actually, these weren't dreams that came in after that. These were channeled messages. I was like debating if I should put all this in one, but you know, I really should, because, you know, I wanted to get everybody caught up, so we can start doing these readings and giving you guys messages, personal messages and things, and what you guys need to know from spirit, from your spirit team, from your angels. So if I can get this message out to everybody, you know, we can get on with the oracle cards, the readings and stuff for you guys, so that you can get more of a personal, in-depth message about what it is you need to know. That is, you know, customized to you, so you can make, you know, so you can get your healing on and your questions answered from your spirit team. So it's been a crazy week. The energies have been just insane. I have been channeling, and downloads have been coming up. Like, God's really trying to get me in gear to get these messages out. So it's been really hectic for me. It's a lot. It's a lot. But March 22nd, I have my notes here. So after all that, March 22nd, I went to work. I have another job. I'm an esthetician. I do skincare. And I left work. I went to the gas station. I went to a Wawa. And I'm pumping gas. And I literally just felt the Holy Spirit come to me and say, those people behind you, I had change from the gas. It wasn't much. It wasn't much. But I was told to go to the people who were behind me waiting for my spot as I was getting gas, and to tap on their window, give them the rest of my change, and tell them that this wasn't an ordinary dollar, that this was a magical dollar, and to tell them that God loves them and that God is real. Okay? Yeah, just like a stranger going to the car, giving them money, because I was told to do that, to tell them that God was real. I could not fight that feeling that that's what I was supposed to do. They were like, they were very surprised, and they just smiled, and they were like, bless you too, and all this stuff. And I was like, it was just such a heartwarming, you know, moment. And I was like, wow, that was intense. Because I normally get, you know, hey, go there and, you know, turn into an evangelist and, you know, start healing people with your hands or doing that. It was that strong, guys. It was that strong. So I did. And then I went home, and then I turned it on YouTube. And then I turned it on to my favorite oracle just so I could get more information, because, like, it's just blowing up, right? It's blowing up. And I was like, I got to see whatever these other oracles and these psychics are going, like, what's going down in their town. Like, I need to know what's going on. So I listened to the oracle, and she was like, ooh, she was like, God is going to show you he is real. You are going to get a message. God is going to show you real soon how real he is. She's like, you've always been a believer, but he's going to show you he's real. Because that is the same message, the same day that God told me. He was like, go tell them that I'm real and that I'm going to bless them and give them the rest of your money. And tell them that it was a magical dollar instead of a regular dollar. Like, what? And then I come home and then the oracle's like, God is going to do something in your life to prove any further that he's real. And they're like, we already know that you are a believer, but like, you're really going to be a believer. I was like, okay, it's getting real. And, you know, the next morning I wake up to go take my daughter, and I'm just thinking about like how I finally tied in my prophetic vision about the solar eclipse, the rapture. And then they did that. You know, I'm just like, this is crazy. And all the other stories, like, there's no escaping this. Guess what song comes on the radio? Guess what song comes on the radio, guys? Make Me a Believer. You know, by like the Dragons, whatever that band is. Imaginary, what is that? Imaginary Dragons, or it's a band. And the song they have is Make Me a Believer, you know, turn me into a believer or something like that. I played it 2 to 3 times that day. I'm just like, okay, God, I hear you, you know. And I was like, I really got to come. I got to get online and I got to tell everybody. So, and then not long after that, I was cleaning my room, you know, just cleaning my room. And I just get this, I'm really in tune with the moon cycles, and every new moon, around the full moon or the new moon, I have to dust my room. I have to clean my room, right? It's just the thing that I do. And I started moving everything. I took everything off my dresser. I put it on my bed, and I got all my cleaning tools. And I was in a really funky, like spunky, not funky, but like spunky. And I had my YouTube and I was dancing and stuff. And I started channeling. Ascended Master came in and started talking like through me. And he was showing me that as I was moving my dresser, you know how Mr. Miyagi, the Karate Kid, he's like wax on, wax off. He was like, why are you making me do all this work, you know, painting the fence and doing this or whatever. He thought it had no significant meaning why he was making him do all this work. There was a meaning behind him doing all that work. He just didn't know what it meant, because Mr. Miyagi, the Japanese guy, was really, really smart, right? And, you know, the Karate Kid would soon figure out why he had him doing all this. Pick the jacket on, jacket off. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but, you know, the wise guy always had something to point out to him. So this Ascended Master that I was working with was highly intelligent. And he was showing me that he was comparing the work that I was doing to the collective. And he was like, okay, as we make this shift. Oh, I remember what I was doing. I was trying to move the dresser so I could reconnect my wires. My cable, something had fell behind my dresser and it knocked my wires off. And my wires came loose, so I couldn't get any cable. I couldn't get any action. I couldn't watch anything, so I had to go behind there. And I started cleaning too, but I was trying to get those wires back in there. And in this really weird voice, I started channeling this Ascended Master, and he was like, basically telling me that as we're going through this shift, he said, hold on, I have it written down here. He said, as we make this shift in consciousness, a lot of people will fall off by not making this shift. He told me that they're not getting the message. He said that their wires were loose and they have lost their connection to receive the messages from themselves or for themselves. Then so basically it was kind of like he was showing me as I was trying to plug them in. A lot of people are not plugged in, you know, they're not tapped in, and so therefore they're not getting all these prophetic dreams, because we're all psychic. We all have the ability to tap in and get these messages, but there's a lot of things that people need to heal, right? So that they can get these messages from you know, from above, okay? So they can get the warning signs, so they can get the prophecies, they can get the downloads, things like that. They can keep up with what's going on behind the veil, right? And the Ascended Master said, he was just using it for an example, that when I was trying to plug the wires back in, he was saying that a lot of people have lost their connection, and that's why they're not getting the messages, and they're not doing their work. They're not doing what they need to do. So this lightning bolt with this judgment in reverse, okay, they're not going to, the shift that's happening, like this, what God, the higher forces are trying to do on this earthly plane, this big spiritual awakening, this great awakening, is not going to go good for them, because the shift, they're not awakened, they're not connecting, they're not doing the work they need to do. So it's really important to do your work and heal, okay? So just a heads up that your angels are asking you to really do your shadow work and heal for the new energies that are coming in, so you guys can be ahead of the curve. You guys can be on board with the cosmic energies, with the shift that heaven is trying to bring onto earth. I know, crazy, but that's what they were saying, is that, you know, a lot of people are going to be moving forward with this energy. They have a higher understanding of what's happening, so they can get on board. Everybody who is not in tune with this is like, it's not going to do well. And I just wanted, and just to show you, like, everything that's going on in Hollywood with P. Diddy and Jay-Z and, you know, Harvey Weinstein and all these guys, R. Kelly, you know, like, everything is going to come out. The truth will be prevailed. Like, all the karmic people will go down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything will be exposed. And so you're going to see a lot of truth come. You're going to see a lot of truth come in the year 2024, and your angels is looking out for you. Your angels are trying to, you know, give you a warning about staying ahead of the curve by setting your course, okay? And the Buddha prepares by listening, by going out into nature and listening, okay? So I was being sent, okay, because the two worlds are colliding together. That's the truth, okay? And it will be a victory. Like, you can't stop this. You can't stop the light of the world coming in to heal God's people. God will heal his people. You cannot stop it. There's a fated meeting with destiny. So they want me to give you this message about taking the time to heal yourself, so you can stay on track with the Akashic library. So you guys can stay on course and on track with the Akashic library. So they wanted for me to be an example by giving you my pre-prophetic dreams that were, you know, that I had already pulled in, and then later found out that it was true. They wanted me to show that to you, so you had a signier sign. Because God's always given us signs, but it's such a big energy, and they understand. It's like we need a signier sign, you know? So, you know, I don't really know. I think that's the message. I just wanted to get you guys ahead. Did I write anything else? I have a lot more stories. I have a lot more prophetic visions. I have funny stories. I have some really cool stories that I'll be sharing with you guys. A lot of that will be in my book. I'll be doing a lot more oracles and readings, especially for different zodiac signs and personal readings or whatever. And then just collective readings and about the information and the downloads they're giving me. Okay, so I'll be doing that for you guys now that I have a way to get out with the internet, okay? Whew, yeah. let's see. We're on 49 minutes. Okay, so I don't mind going a little bit longer. If you want to jump off now, thank you for being here with me. I really hope that this information enlightened you. It gave you some insight of what's going on behind the veil as you guys go with your crazy schedules. You know, it's hard to sometimes, you know, get caught up with the messages. But I'm like Wednesday Addams over here. I'm like, I'm like, that's my job. So, you know what I mean? I can help deliver the messages. And you guys all are very, very loved and protected and magical as well. It's just that, you know, we all have to do this together. We all have to pull in together to help exchange information. Not one is better than the other. We all are in this together. I just got your back. If you guys are busy, you know, with kids, with work, with bills, with all this bullshit going on, you know, life gets in the way. Like, I got you. Like, I'm gonna sit here and give you the messages that you need, that Spirit wants you to have, and then you can catch up on your own time with your own personal messages with your own Spirit team. Okay, but if you're hanging in till then, thank you for being here. I really hope this reaches you in time, and that, you know, you have some good information that can that you got some good information from this. So I love you guys. For some of you guys, I want to stay in, I'm going to pull some more cards, but for the rest of you that have to go, I'll see you next time. Much love. But for those who want to stay, I'm going to pull a couple more cards. Okay, all right, so let's just go ahead and clearing the table. Whew, that was some crazy stories, right? I hope I was delivering that right. I really hope I was delivering those stories right, because I just felt like there's so much. I was like, should I do this all in like one reading, or should I like break it up? But I was like, nah, let's just get it over with. All right, guys, hang in there. Let me shuffle these cards. I just want to pull some astrology cards and see if there's anything else that comes out before we close off, okay? All right. So let me just shuffle real fast. I want to pull some astrology cards and clarify them with some tarot real fast. So give me a second and we'll flip some energy. All right, Spirit, please guide me to give them the last message of this message. The last message of this message. Give us some encouraging words. All right, so on the split, the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Good things are coming in for you guys who have put in all the work, okay? You're the Wheel of Fortune, like good things are coming in for you. For all of you guys who have been working hard, have been persistent, have been putting in like everything that you can, okay? Good things are coming in. Like the Fortune card came out again. It just keeps popping out. Like... good things are coming in, better times, okay? Your fruit of your labors are coming in, all right? High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune, okay? Your downloads, your information have been right, have been valid. The messages, the synchronicities, the signs you've been given from Spirit are in tune, are warning signs, you know, are like messages from your spirit team, especially in your dream times. Like a lot of you have been getting downloads in your dream time, so pay attention to that, okay, is what I'm hearing. So a lot of you too have been receiving, and Spirit's like, you know, guys, don't ignore these messages, don't ignore these downloads. Like these are your spirit team. This is your angels really trying to talk with you about the things that are coming in, and they're not too far-fetched. I mean, look at the information. Like nothing is too far-fetched. Like I feel like Spirit talks in riddles sometimes. I feel like spirit talks in riddles sometimes, so I understand that it's a little hard to figure it out, but I guarantee you if you write things down, eventually it'll make sense, because they give you a lot of like information like later, you know what I mean? But the pieces of your puzzle will finally come together. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the energy that is coming for you guys right after, you know, you get this message. Like, what's the next energy that's going to be coming in? All right, what do we have? Lunar eclipse, change. We just went through the lunar eclipse. Okay, what should they know? New energies coming in, energies leaving, bad energies leaving, good energies coming in. So there's a change in things. Okay, so big change is coming in. Okay, and that's going to help transform your life. So these celestial energies that are coming in from above, these, because this was a lunar eclipse in Libra, full moon, okay, is going to change a lot of relationships. So a lot of breakups, a lot of you know, relationships, you know, a lot of people went through some changes and stuff like that because this was transformational Scorpion energy. Okay, so these energies from the solar and the lunar eclipse are here to transform energies that need transforming. What else do we have in the astrology for the collective spirit? What else do we have? Yeah. Okay. So a lot of you guys are feeling these energies coming in. Okay. And we have Saturn return. Okay. So a lot of you guys are, I really feel like with your Saturn return, a spiritual awakening, especially with the lunar eclipse and transform and Saturn return. A lot of you guys are going through your Saturn return, okay, and a big spiritual awakening. So I feel like these karmic lessons, okay, that are kind of coming back in your psyche and you're remembering things, or relationships and old friendships that are dying and falling apart, jobs that are leaving. I think you guys are having a big wake-up call to what is no longer in alignment with you and your purpose and what God has for you, okay? Because these eclipses are bringing in change that are going to transform your karma, okay, for the better. All right, so these are about, if you weren't going to move, the universe will do it for you, okay? Like literally, if you weren't moving or you were going in a direction that wasn't good for you, the universe will do it for you. Okay, they're going to give you that push. That's what these solar eclipses, these lunar eclipses do. They clip out toxic energy. They bring in new energy, you know, what the universe wants you. And if it's not aligned with what they have in store for you or who you are, they will fall away. So I think a lot of this, the truth, Saturn is truth. Okay, the father of time, karma, lessons. Okay, a lot of this epiphanies, this awakening is going to transform your life with the help of the universe by making this change. So it's a transformational time for you guys. A lot of spiritual awakenings. Get some more information with the Saturn return. Yeah. The Five of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Like, you guys don't really... Okay, so we have the Six of Cups. I'll get to this energy in a minute. And then we have the World. Okay? We got cycles that are finishing up from the past. Okay? There's going to be a rebirth of energy, okay, from the past. Okay, so a lot of things are going to be coming up from the past, and that you're going to recognize it for what it is, and we're going to start clipping it out. Okay, you're going to start looking back here with this leadership, with this confidence, with this passion for life. Okay, and you're going to start taking back your power. Okay, And you're going to start slowing down. And you're going to start really starting to listen and, you know, take control of your life. And you're going to start kind of reflecting back, because we're going into Mercury retrograde, and you're really going to start feeling the universe trying to like show you things from the past. Okay, so you're going to be going in and out from the past, but there's going to be like ending things and starting new beginnings. Okay, so I really feel like this is a time for you to transform and receive your power back. Okay, any more messages from the Akashic records? Yep. Fated meeting with the divine physician. Look at this. It's like your angels, the higher forces, the angels are coming in with this fated meeting. You have a fated meeting with the divine physician. You know what I mean? Look, the solar and the lunar eclipse, balanced forces. This is going to help change the karma and transform the energy. Okay, by the healing light, the divine physician. Fated meeting with balanced forces. The lunar eclipse that we just had and the solar eclipse is going to transform negative, toxic energies. You guys are going to get your power back. You're going to come more in alignment. You're going to have a wake-up call if you're not going through it already. Okay, so that was just a little card just for extra confirmation. But okay, guys, I think we're going to leave it here. I hope this information really helped you guys kind of gain some clarity and to catch up. So again, that's what I'm here for, to help you guys catch up on these major downloads and big energies that are coming in as you guys are, you know, just treading water, you know, going through life. You know, it can be pretty hectic at times, but I'll be on for some more story times. I got a lot more stories coming in, and I'll put up some more readings for you guys, okay? And we'll do some other zodiac signs as well. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending time with me. And again, I really hope this helped. I hope it helped. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.